Hello students, a warm greeting to all of you. Welcome to the virtual learning platform of Grade 10 English. And today we are going to read Unit 2 entitled Festivals and Celebrations. And under this unit, today we are going to deal Reading 2. All right? So can you see what is there in Reading 2? It's page number 24. If you want to go with me, can you please turn the page number 24 of your Grade 10 English. So it says, right, we are in Unit 2, right? And this is, we are having Reading 2. And this is about, can you tell me the topic? Yes, that's Thanksgiving around the world. Okay, so when you look at this title, what do you think it might be about? What kind of festival it might be about? What kinds of celebration it might be about? Can you think something about Thanksgiving? Well, you're right. So as the word says Thanksgiving, it must be about the giving thanks, okay? So now question is, what kind of Thanksgiving? Who celebrates, okay? Who to thank, when it is celebrated? So perhaps in this lesson, we are going to observe, okay, different kinds of celebration around the world about the Thanksgiving. So now before we move into the this text, all right, let me ask you some questions about one celebration of our country. Okay, let's see these pictures. Now look at this picture and try to think, what might this picture indicate? What kind of celebration can you remember with this picture? So look at very interesting thing. You can see a lot of animals, okay, like the boar, cat, ox, right, and so on. So can you think something? Yeah, this is the 12-month signs of some kind of community. So we'll discuss later. Then, so what do this picture indicate? Yeah, calf, a kind of calf, right? And Dampu is there. So what kind of celebration does it indicate in our country? So is this kind of dance you can see? Yes, that's Tamang Selo, of course. But what is the name of the festival? Can you guess? Yeah, go on guessing. And there is also a special kind of dance, all right? And this is known as Sabru dance. This is performed in some special occasions, right? Now look at the short video clip and try to recognize what festival does it belong to in our country. Alright, so you watched this video clip. Now can you tell me what is this celebration about? And does it have anything to do with the Thanksgiving that we discussed? Alright. Alright, so you must have guessed. You're right. Oh, it's about Sonam Losar. Alright, it's about Sonam Losar. So do you know something about Sonam Losar? Alright. So we'll try to know something of Sonam Losar. There are various kinds of Losar in our country. For example, Tamu Losar, it is celebrated by Gurung community. And then Galpo Losar is celebrated by Serpa community, right? So now about Sonam Losar, it is celebrated by the Tamang community and also kind of Halmo people, okay? They also celebrate this one, Sonam Losar. So let's try to know something about Sonam Losar, right? So this is the supposed to be the beginning of a new era for the Tamang community, Tamang people. New time, all right? All right, so it's a change of time for them, okay? Sonam Losar. And then years are associated with 12 different animals, as I showed in the first picture. There are rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, eagle, snake, horse, gora, sheep, monkey, rooster, dog, boar. Okay, these are the various kinds of animals that they represent different kinds of years every year, all right? And they make a kind of circle, okay? All right. And historical, the festival is celebrated after harvesting the crops, okay? So it usually lies in the month of Magh, okay? So January, February. So we have, like we have, okay, in gathered the crops, and it is the leisure time to celebrate, okay? So this is something idea about Sonam Losar. Now you try to know something more about Sonam Losar, though, okay? So it has something to do with the, okay, Thanksgiving, okay? Perhaps they are thanking, okay, the crops, okay, because they have harvested it, right? Well, so let's go to the let's go to the real text, Thanksgiving around the world, okay? So we are reading the Thanksgiving around the world with the essential question, all right? This essential question refers to the important questions, okay? The information which you have to know, especially, all right? So the most important information you have to learn from the text is asked in the essential questions. So you'll try to understand, you'll try to read the paragraph, keeping in mind to answer the essential questions. Let's see this one. All right, so when you look at this paragraph, all right, what did you say? So essential question is, what is the main purpose of celebrating time? Main purpose, you have to identify, all right? So what is the idea is, you have to identify the purpose of celebrating Thanksgiving. Festivals are not just a means of entertainment or rejoice, okay? So festivals do not only give you entertainment, and rejoice means joy, all right? Rejoice means joy, simple, very easy to rejoice is a joy, a glad, happiness, okay? They do not give you only joy and entertainment, they also reflect our heritage, okay? They also show our heritage. So what is heritage? Heritage is something handed down from generation to generation, okay? So the property, okay, something that is handed down from our parents, from generations, is the heritage. Therefore we talk about the cultural heritage, that is culture, okay, that is handed down. And we talk about the national heritage, that our nation has, okay, that kind of, okay, history, all right? So similarly, so festivals are also giving our cultural heritage, okay? And they also show our traditions, all right? Thanksgiving is celebrated around the world to extend thanks. Oh, correct at this one. So extend thanks for the harvest. So this is the important part. Extend thanks for the harvest. So what is the harvest? Harvest is crop. Harvest is the process of ingathering the crops into the house, okay? So this harvesting season is really very important, because during the harvest season, we gather the crops like the corns, millet, or let's say rice, paddy crops. Okay, we manage inside our house. That is the harvest season. Okay, harvest also means the crop also. Okay, so they are thanking the crops. Okay. All right, so to extend the thanks to the harvest, then enjoying bountiful food. So bountiful is simply a plentiful of food, all right? When they have good harvest, there is plenty of food, and spending time with the family and friends, okay? So this is the most important part of Thanksgiving. Even though Thanksgiving means uniquely, though perhaps American celebrated its first time, but it has been celebrated in various countries now, okay, in various forms, okay. So what is the main purpose? So main purpose we can see is extend thanks for the harvest, enjoying bountiful food, and spending time with the family. So this is the main part of the Thanksgiving all around the world. Let's see. So now we are talking about Thanksgiving in USA. Okay, here, what historical incident does the Thanksgiving remind in USA? Let's see this one. This is our text. When is Thanksgiving celebrated in USA? This is the 4th, okay, Thursday of November. All right, and there is a national holiday during this time. All right, and this festival commemorates the feast the pilgrims held after the first harvest in 1621. Okay, so this is the historical incident we can remember here. Okay, remind us. Commemorates means remembers, memorizes, reminds us. Okay, so this, okay, Thanksgiving reminds us the feast. Feast is a party by the pilgrims. Okay, 53 pilgrims. Look at this, 53 pilgrims. So pilgrims are travelers, but a person who travels in a sacred place, a holy place, okay, for religious reason, they are also known as the pilgrims. Here, these 53 pilgrims were the English colonists. Okay, actually, many people boarded the ship. Right, they were traveling. Right, and then many people died. Okay, only 53 of them survived. Okay, and they came somewhere around Massachusetts in USA. All right, and then a Native American taught them how to grow the crops. Okay, and after the growth of the crops, okay, when the crops were mature and they are going to ingather, they are going to harvest they harvested the crops. Okay, and on this occasion they thank the nature, they thank the God. Okay, they thank the people who taught them to grow. Okay, and they started to celebrate. This is the historical incident, okay, of celebrating Thanksgiving in USA. All right, Thanksgiving has been celebrated intermittently ever since. So intermittently means, all right, so this is the pilgrims. Okay, this is the scene of the pilgrims. Okay, they celebrated the first Thanksgiving in 1621. All right, so intermittently means at the intervals of time, not continuously. I mean, so they did not celebrate this every year after 1621. Perhaps, okay, one after 1 year they did not celebrate, next year they celebrated, and so on. Okay, so that's how they began to celebrate. All right. So next essential question, what is the significance of Thanksgiving in the USA? Okay, so what is the significance? What is the importance of celebrating Thanksgiving in the USA? Try to find out in this paragraph. Can you read this one? Yeah, please. Good. All right. So Thanksgiving dinner with family plays a central role. A central role. A central role refers, okay, the significance of Thanksgiving. Okay, so family dinner is important. So, and then they eat more food on Thanksgiving than any other day. And there is also Thanksgiving also is supposed to be the beginning of the Christmas, the biggest festival in Christianity. All right, so this is also beginning of Christmas, and the roast turkey is the essential part of that food. Okay, and 45 millions of this roasted turkeys are consumed. Okay, and along with they eat mashed potatoes. Mashed potato means something which is crossed one. Okay, cross, that is okay, made the small, okay, I mean the smallest pieces, right? And sweet potatoes, sweet corn, and assorted fall vegetables. So assorted means of various types. Okay, mixed together. Okay, assorted means various kinds of vegetables mixed together. And here you have to understand the idea of fall vegetables. Your fall vegetables refers to the vegetables from the root, like the carrot, potatoes, or let's say these kind of pumpkins. All right, and this very green leaves vegetables like the cabbages. Right, so opposed to the fruits, okay, these are the fall vegetables. Okay, and these things are consumed a lot during the Thanksgivings. Therefore, so what is the significance of Thanksgiving in the US? Okay, significance is family dinner with a lot of eating. All right, and then roasted turkey is the most important part. Okay, then parade is there. Parade, what role parade in Thanksgiving? Okay, Thanksgiving plays very important role in the parades. Okay, so parade is really big part of celebrations. Okay, they take out the parade in small towns, and the biggest parade is the Macy's Thanksgiving parade. All right, so Macy's Thanksgiving parade. This is also one example of Macy's Thanksgiving parade in the street of New York City. Right, billed as the world largest parade. Billed means publicized or promoted. As promoted means the people say that this is the biggest parade. Okay, and during this parade there are huge balloons. Okay, with the cartoon characters, Broadway shows, different kinds of important shows. Okay, famous shows, and various kinds of tropical things are brought in the Thanksgiving USA. So let's see the small video.
Macy's is experimenting with smaller stores to cut costs and avoid having to close them altogether like some of its competitors. But one thing it's unlikely to downsize anytime soon: the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. And the spectacle of watching the parade isn't the only astounding thing. Look at some of the facts. Over 8,000 Macy's employees and performers will march the 2.5-mile route, including 12 marching bands, the cast of 4 Broadway shows, and the Rockettes. If sustained winds are over 23 miles per hour and gusts over 34 miles per hour, city regulations say the giant balloons can't fly at all, something that's only happened once in 1971. Macy's doesn't make the cost of the parade publicly known, but some recent estimates say it's about $11 million to $13 million to see. The parade route has changed several times over the years, but the one thing that hasn't in its decades-long history: Santa Claus is always the main attraction.
Yeah, you saw how nicely they celebrated, all right? So Macy is the biggest store and it has employees and they're all involved in the parade. So now let's go to Chuseok, South Korea. What is importance of Chuseok in Korea, right? So Chuseok is also called Hangwae. Hangwae, in another name is Hangwae, okay? It is celebrated on the 15th day of August, okay? According to lunar calendar, we'll see what is the lunar calendar. Lunar calendar is based on the monthly cycle of the moon's phases, because moon phases goes on changing, right? Is celebrated to commemorate the fall harvest. Okay, they also celebrate to commemorate. Okay, to remember. Okay, to remind us the fall harvest. And another is to honor one's ancestor. Okay, so one's honor to one's ancestor. Okay, this is, they also honor our forefathers. Okay, so it is similar in USA. All right, and it's now popular holidays in Korea. There's holiday, and they return to their ancestral hometowns. Okay, they go to their forefathers' hometown to celebrate this. Okay, thing. For example, in our community also, it's something like the Kulan Puja. We go back to worship the ancestors, right? Like that. So look at this lunar calendar. Perhaps this is the 15th period, this one, okay? And one phase of the moon then goes on decreasing, it becomes dark, and then again comes out, and it becomes, okay, and full, okay? This is the changing phase of the moons. This is the lunar calendar, okay? So commemorate means, yeah, honor or memorize, okay? That's what we also discussed. Similarly, special food in Chuseok. What is the special food in Chuseok? Okay, please read that and you can find out. Typically, okay, the word typical tells you about something special. Okay, so typically means characteristically or usually, that carries the most, okay, major character is the typical. All right. So typically consists of fish, right, and food, fish, newly harvested vegetables and grains. Okay, the foods most associated with the holiday is songpyeon. Okay, remember this, the songpyeon, the special food. What special food is served? So we say songpyeon. Songpyeon is a Christian-shaped rice. Okay, cake that is cooked on the pine needles. Look at this. This is the picture of the songpyeon. All right. So this is Christian shaped rice cake. Okay, these are the pine needles, right? And then yeah, Christian shape is curving and somewhat round in the shape. This is the shape of the Christian. Okay. Chuseok, what is Chuseok marked by? So we can say what is Chuseok marked by? Okay, so later in the day, okay, celebrants visit the graves of relatives. They go to the graves, okay, graves. So celebrants, who are the celebrants? Celebrants are the worshippers. They are the participants, okay. Who celebrate are the celebrants. Very simple, okay. Where more ceremonies are performed, Chuseok is marked by gift giving and athletic events. So what is Chuseok marked by? Simple, right? Chuseok is marked by gift giving and athletic. So people give gifts to one another, okay? And there are various kind of athletic events. What athletic events? Tug of war, all right? All right. So archery, all right? Archery is a shooting, okay? Shooting with the bow and arrows. Especially as they have a target. Okay, we can see. Yeah, this is the example of archery, right? And they have a target and they shoot it. These games, and this is tug of war. Look at the small children playing, enjoying the tug of war, right? And this is known as the Syrium. Okay, the special kind of fight, Syrium. It is Korean wrestling. Okay, Korean wrestling match. Okay, and the people wear the hanbok. This is the dress. Okay, that is traditional clothing. That's what's happened in the Chuseok. Okay, let's see more. A small clip. Okay, so the source is YouTube, and let's enjoy the important part of Chuseok in Korea. All right, so this is how you saw about Korean Thanksgiving, Chuseok. All right. Next, let's go to Dia de Acau de Graças in Brazil. All right. How did Thanksgiving originate in Brazil? Okay, so let's see how it originated. All right, so you can see, all right. So Thanksgiving is a new festival because it originated later on. Okay. So, but it's celebrated with great gusto. Gusto is, okay, they celebrate with the great enthusiasm, all right, great pleasure, okay, great energy, all right. So, how it is how is it originated? It is said that when former Brazilian President Gaspar Dutra visited the USA, he was fascinated. Okay, fascinated means he was attracted. All right, he was very much get interested. Okay, so he saw Thanksgiving in America. Okay, he was highly impressed from there, and he came back to his country and he started the same kind of occasion. So that's what we can say. And was fascinated with the holiday and established the festival in his home country by 1949. How is Brazilian Thanksgiving celebrated? So let's say how is it celebrated? All right. So Dia de Acau de Graças is the Thanksgiving in Thanksgiving and all right. It's in in another language, okay, it's a kind of thanksgiving. It begins with the mass to offer thanks for abundant harvest. Again, as we saw, the thanksgiving all around the world is all giving the thanks to the harvest. So for the abundant harvest, abundant, can you imagine abundant? Abundant is a plentiful, okay, in a large amount, okay. So they got the harvest, they got the crops, different kinds of, okay, fruits and vegetables, okay, they gather inside the house, okay, and they are thanking this, all right. Then there is a vibrant carnival, vibrant. So vibrant is vibrating, lively, okay. Carnival is jatra, we say carnival. And the revelers head to the beach. Revelers, who are the revelers? Revelers are the people, okay, who enjoy themselves in a lively and a noisy way, okay. Sometimes drunk, okay, and they go on making noise, okay, just okay, playing the things, and okay, so these revelers go to the beach, all right, enjoy it. And Turkey, like in America, is the central piece of the food, okay. But there is a few exotic twist, okay. So few twist means there is a kind of foreign influence, okay. Exotic means something very different, unusual, or something foreign, okay. So I mean a new kind of twist they have brought in their own country, all right. Unlike American Thanksgiving. So cranberries do not grow in Brazil. A soup made of jabotica. Okay, jabotica is the Brazilian grape. Okay, so look at this jabotica. This is very interesting. Okay, this is jabotica. This is the Brazilian grape. Okay, it's whipped up to spread on the board, and we can imagine that they whip it means they okay spread. Okay, they just spread it. Okay, they mix it and okay and throw up on the bird. All right. So that's what happens in Dia de Acao de Gracchus. Now let's go to Liberia. How is Thanksgiving different in Liberia? Okay, so perhaps Thanksgiving is different in Liberia because they celebrate it. Okay, so Thanksgiving is a vibrant and spicy affair. Of course, it was founded in the 19th century by the liberated American slaves. Okay, so American slaves were liberated in Liberia, okay, and they celebrated to thank, okay. So the festival gives the thanks for freedom, okay. So this is how it is different from something else. In many cases they thank for the harvest, okay, but they are thanking here for the freedom, okay. So Liberians celebrate the good things in life while also marking their troubled past, okay. So they remember the troubled past, pitiful past, sad past, but now they celebrate good life they have got, okay, and they thank it by celebrating Thanksgiving. So how does Thanksgiving usually end in Liberia? Okay, how does it end? So they go to the church, their church services, families gather, as happens in many of the Thanksgiving. Then they eat chicken, roasted chicken. Okay, then eat green bean casserole. All right, casserole. Sorry, green bean casserole and mas cassava. All right, all liberally dosed with spices. Of course, the Thanksgiving feast is topped off with an evening of dancing, singing, and celebration. How is the end? So topped off refers to the ending. So after the party, okay, it ends with the dancing, singing, and celebration. So cassava, okay, cassava is an am, okay. So and doused means weighted, right? So weighted with the spices, okay, all right, and then topped off and usually ending in an exciting way, right? So this is the green bean casserole, right? We can see green bean, okay, like semi kind of items, right? And then this is the cassava, something am, all right, in our society, right? So in this way, they are eating these things, right, with a lot of spices, weighted with the spices, okay, and they end in the singing, dancing, and celebrating. Okay. So next, crop over Barbados. How long is crop over Barbados? How long is crop over Barbados celebrated in Barbados? All right. The celebration covered Bara's biggest party. Okay, the first speech over a length of 12 weeks. Wow, so long time. Okay, they were celebrated for a long time. It lasted for 12 weeks. Okay, from May until August, when it culminates in the massive finale, the grand kadamon. This is the biggest part of the celebration. Okay, culminates means, okay, the celebration ends. Where does it ends? Or it ends or it climaxes. It's become the climax with the massive finale. Finale is the final. Okay, finale is the ending. Okay, it ends with the grand kadament, and grand kadament is a grand celebration. Let's see the small video about the grand kadament.
Hello everyone, the long wait is over. This is Grand Cadumet. We're here now at National Botanical Garden to experience the realm.
So a lot of things happens there. Okay, what happens is, okay, what is the origin? Origin is, okay, a celebration of the sugarcane harvest. Okay, so sugarcane was harvested and has been celebrated since 1780s, when Barbados was the world's largest producer of the sweet stuff. Okay, so how did its origin is? It was originated when, okay, Barbados became the largest producer of the sweet stuff, and they became happy, and in order to thank the largest harvest of the sugarcane, they began the Thanksgiving. Okay, carnivals pervade the land. Pervade means that it spread over all past. It spreads. Okay, lengthy celebrations, calypso bands. Okay, this kind of, okay, musical bands. Calypso bands are the Afro-Caribbean music genre, right? And the dancers complete in grander and more flamboyant display. The word flamboyant, so word flamboyant, more flamboyant displays. So flamboyant is very, very colorful, showy, okay, kind of dance takes place in the Kadament. So what is the reason behind celebrating Homo in Ghana? Let's try to see this answer here, all right? So Homo festival meaning to jeer or hoot at hunger. To jeer or hoot means to laugh at, to mock at hunger. In Ghana is historically, so look at jeer means mock at, to insult someone, okay. So hoot is howl, okay, on someone. They howl at, they hoot at hunger. In Ghana is to celebrate the ending of long famine. So the word famine, remember famine is the shortage of food, okay. So it historically reminds the food shortage in Ghana for a long time, and they ended that, okay, famine, and they started celebrating Homo. So for this kind of Thanksgiving in Ghana. So what could be better to celebrate the end of shortage than a feast? Palm nut soup with rice is served along the traditional pokoi, okay. So there's a traditional food known as pokoi. Pokoi is a kind of grits made from unleavened corn dough and palm oil. So this is the example of pokoi, right? This is pokoi, right? So it is the kind of grits, okay? Grits are, what are grits? Grits are the dish of coarsely ground maize kernels, right? So मकैको दानालाई चाहिँ सानो सानो गरी चाहिँ बनाएको. So let's say मकैको पिठो or आटो, chakla we say, right? So this kind of things from unleavened corn means without using the yeast or raising agent, which makes, okay, something bigger. Without using those things, they make the grit, okay, and they enjoy it, throw it during this festival to laugh at, to mock at the hunger. That saying there, we have finally ended the hunger. Okay. So how did Hona begin to? So how did they start? They started. It starts in May with the sowing of millet. Okay, they sow the millet, all right, and they become happy by sowing the millet, and they start celebrating Homo, all right. But this goes on, and they go on celebrating through the August and September. But after this, okay, they have a banning on drumming. Okay, they do not ban for they do not drum for sometimes. Okay, when it is time for the crops to ripe. All right. So and singing, that means to encourage proper care of the crops. Okay, and in order to take proper care of the crops, they ban that drumming and making noise for certain times. Okay, but again the festival culminates. Culminates means, all right, sorry, culminates means ends. Okay, we have learned this one. Again the festival culminates in a night of singing and dancing. Okay, they sing and dance, frantic beating. Okay, frantic beating means beating very, very, all right, anxiously. All right, it is not very much well organized. Okay, so this is the frantic beating of the drums. Okay, and why do they beat the drums frantically? In a loud defiance of hunger and famine. Okay, so and they believe that they have a defiance of hunger and famine. Defiance means disobedience, open resistance. Okay, they are challenging the hunger. All right, so as a challenge of hunger, as a disobedience towards the hunger and famine means we do not have any famine anymore. Okay, we have no any shortage of food. Okay, now we don't have to remain any more hungry. Okay, and so they challenge like this, and they go on beating, drumming, and go on beating, drumming, and then drums, and then sing. Right, that's how they celebrate. Finally, let's go to the last celebration in Iran, that is known as Meragan. It's another kind of Thanksgiving. So why is Meragan celebrated is when it reminds the date to the 4th century BC. It is held on the 196th day of the Iranian year. They have different kind of Iranian calendar. Okay, so it occurs in the 196th day. Okay, so it also celebrates the successful harvest. Okay, so similar to many Thanksgiving, it also celebrates successful harvest, and it also remembers the goddess Mer. Okay, goddess Mer is there, goddess of love, reverence, enthusiasm, a lot of things. Okay, now how does the celebration of Mergan take place in Iran? How does it take place? Okay, you can say, so it is new clothes, they buy new clothes. Okay, community blessings are there. Okay, they bless to each other. They feast on the table decorated with a marjoram. Okay, so they look at the feast on the table decorated with a marjoram. Marjoram is a very, very aromatic, very, very smell giving, scent giving plant of the mint family, something like Pudinhara family. Okay, Pudina we say. So so this kind of tables are decorated with this kind of things, right? The spread includes sharbat drinks. Okay, sharbat drinks are the drinks are this is the marjoram. Okay, this is the picture of marjoram. And the sharbat is the fruit dessert. Okay, dessert of fruit, sugar, water, milk, etc. Okay, so these are thrown over the table. All right, sometimes sip is sacrificed. Okay, and then all right, revelers rub kohl. Kohl is the eyeliner. Okay, they rub some kind of eyeliner in their eyes, and that is symbolically a good omen. Okay, they believe it is something good will happen. Omen is a sign of forecast. Okay, something good will happen. Okay, and they throw a handful of marjoram, lora, sugar. In this way, they celebrate Mergan in Iran. All right. Okay, in this way they celebrate Mergan in Iran. Okay, thank you very much. You have now learned the various ways of Thanksgiving around the world. Okay, in the next episode we'll learn about learn the major summaries and exercises. So for your practice, okay, let me give you the vocabulary practice of this lesson. So in the right hand side, you can see enjoyment, closes, party, plenty food, shortage, crossed, and celebrate. Now please, will you try to arrange them? Yeah, please think. Yeah, okay, now let's start the feminine. So famine, okay, homo is celebrated to jeer at famine, right? So laugh at famine. What is the famine? So can you tell me? Oh, famine is a shortage of food, okay? But anyway, simply famine is a shortage, okay? You can arrange famine with the shortage. Okay, that's fine. Now let's arrange. Here is shortage, okay? Now culminates. So various kinds of celebration culminates in singing, dancing. Culminates means, can you try? Closes. Yeah. Culminate means closes or ends. Okay, that's good. All right. Then, all right, next is abundant. So abundant food. Abundant food is plentiful food. Good. That's what is abundant. Commemorate. Okay, so they commemorate. Okay, commemorate this is commemorated to thank the harvest and the ancestors. So commemorate is actually celebrate. All right, good. Commemorate is celebrate. Okay, now gusto. Okay, they celebrate it with a great gusto. You can find somewhere. Okay, great gusto is great enjoyment. Yep. Yes, great enjoyment. And finally, mashed is mashed potatoes. With the turkey, they use mashed potatoes, means crossed potatoes, and feast is the party. All right. So thanks very much for your patience. Thank you very much for your patience, students. We'll meet in the next episode with the summary and the exercises. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a nice time.